I'm back, guys. So I ended the video so that I could clean this up and then go do a few things before I finished it and complete the rest of it with you. But I ran into a situation, I don't know what I did, but I deleted it. It was over an hour and 20 minutes long, and somehow when I took it out of the tripod, I must have hit the preview button in the trash can. I don't know, but it's gone, and I worked really hard on it, so it made me feel pretty good because I've been having a little bit of a struggle with trying to find something to do, but got to make the best of it. So if you're new here, hi. Welcome to my channel where I don't edit and I make mistakes and keep it real. So what I'm going to do for you now is going to pick up where I left off. So we have 3 more branches to do, and what I can tell you about this tree, I had a block. I couldn't think of anything at all to make, and this idea came to me from one of you, and thank you, Michelle. You and I have discussed moons, and we had a few discussions, and that's what this tree theme is going to be. As you know, I've done the theme for the green for St. Patrick's Day. I did the clear diamond crystal one for April's birthday. I did the aquamarine for May, and I did the amethyst for February. But this one here is because I'm not going to tell you yet. I don't want to tell you yet. I don't want to surprise. I don't want to ruin it. I know you know what it is, Michelle. I think. But anyway, with that being said, we're almost there. And I don't think I like that big chunky. I have to take that off. Sorry, I have this one bead that is a big blue chunk of aquamarine, and it don't look good. So if you put a bead on and you don't like the way it looks, take it off, because you're going to wish you had if you keep going. And I don't want to do that. I've already lost over an hour of hard work. Not hard work, fun work. It was fun, and I didn't get to share it. So that just means that I have to figure out my next project and do another one, which is fine, because this is what I do. This is what I like. And I've got the most beautiful space in the whole world to be creative. Okay, let's see. I have to get a few leaves in here because I have them on the other side, just not on this one. That's too big. I need a smaller stone for right there. I think I'll try this. I keep looking over, making sure that this timer is on. I still am just bummed about losing my whole tutorial. Not all lost. The grand finale will be up in a few minutes. So that's it in a nutshell. So many new subscribers in the first video that I do comes out to be, well, you know what, I'm being true to myself. This is how it is. You know, I had said before, I'm not going to post anything until I have the whole thing done. But you know, the reason why I did it that way was so that it could upload, and then I could record the rest of this part. But that didn't happen. So here we are. dropping stuff. I am not meant to pick up that bead. Okay, I was gonna put a crystal, I mean a little leaf there, so I'm gonna just swap out that wire. Just move it over. Can do that. I'm gonna do it with the 3, like I have been, the bigger ones. It's a pretty good size space, I think, right? Yeah. That will look pretty there. Same way. Bring it over and support your bead, and then give it a few little twists. I think that's enough because it's close to the branch. And then don't forget, you have to put another twist or 2 after you make a leaf, so that these ones here don't slide into it, and then it wouldn't look like a little leaf. Okay, now we're ready. Almost. Excuse me. Okay. We're almost there. One more branch. And then we get to see the fun part. And bring that right up and bring it over and bring it back up. Bring it over. This is for the people that are new. I totally started this tree off and explained every single step. So this last one I'll go over it, and then I'll show you how I cut it and why I cut it the way that I do. Oh, those are too big. I think. I don't know. I'm gonna use them. I'm not gonna go crazy with them. But I think this is the right size. Okay. So you put, if you're gonna make a little leaf, this is gonna be a big little leaf. You put a group of 3. No. I'm sorry. I wanted to do a little because I did it that way over there. The big ones I put all throughout the tree. We're gonna do it the right way. Well, there's no right or wrong way, but I want it to match the other side. That was not gonna match. Okay, here's our little leaf. These are 4mm bicones. like I did over here. I like to do it on the left and right of everything that I make, but I always forget the second one. Don't know why. Okay, this is our last branch. And then I'll show you how I cut and explain to you the reason why I do it the way that I do it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. After this is completely done, I will take a video of it and I will post that before I upload the this part, because it takes a long time for some reason. We've been doing this for 11 minutes. I am just like focused on trying to understand why I lost my video. And I did that the last time. I was watching the time on it. It's gone. Okay. So, take your wires. This is how I wrap. I don't like anything on the outside that can snag. Okay, because you missed the whole first half. This is for my new people. That's why I do this way. I wrap it around once, and then I come up and I do it again. And the reason, well, let me show you first. Then I cross over below the hoop and above that bead. Give it a good tug, and then bring it up and over again. And I'm a big firm believer in supporting your work. Everything you do, hold on to it, because it matters. Alright, so now we're going to look for, oh, here it is. Oh. My wire cutters. Okay. I like to cut with the flat side, and I like to get close and clip it. Get nice and close. And do it again. Then I use tweezers. I have two pairs. I have one that are flat and one that are pointy. I like to take my flat tipped and push those two little wires down like that. And sometimes, in this case, I can give it a squish, and then I feel nothing's sticking up, nothing's going to get caught. If you wrap your wire around your hoop and you cut it, don't matter, inside or out, eventually it's going to get stuck on your clothing or on a curtain. You don't want that to happen to your work. You work too hard. So keep your wire cutting neat, as neat as you can. It's not hard. It's just as easy to cut them and get them to go underneath your hoop and above the bead than it is just to keep wrapping it around. Okay, now this is where we start having a little bit of fun. Okay, and before I this one little bead, I wanted it to look like a leaf, and it does not. It's alright. Okay, we're all done with the beads, so let me make this go away. Sorry for that noise. It sounds horrible. My skin. I almost dropped it. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is tighten up my tree. And it's a pretty tree. I like it, actually. I think it came out pretty good. I take these needle nose pliers and I go around and I do this. Just give everything a little bend. Just a little bend. Not too much. You don't want to break a wire, but always support your work somewhere. Wherever you can grab onto, hold on to it. There you go. You want to move down and let me see if you can see this. I want to get this one here a little bit more. Like that. And what this also does is it helps to tighten up your tree. Now, this is the reason why I wrap around twice and then the neck, because otherwise you're making that so tight it'll pull right off of your hoop. How do I know this? I've done it. So you're just going to go around and give everything a little one of those. Like that. Just give it a little tweak. Plus it gives your tree character. It changes everything. Now this one, that changed it big time. Get in here and give this one, oops, you can't see a thing I'm doing. Over here. I'm trying to stay in focus, but I need to be able to see. Okay, so I think we're done with that part. Now, let's address one more thing before I go on. The trunk. I don't mind a straight trunk. I really don't. It's pretty. I like it. But I'm not going to keep it straight. And most of you know I wouldn't. I don't know why. I like it with the bend. Some are straight. I do have straight trunks, but this one here is so long. I think it is a very feminine looking tree. So we're going to give it a graceful little bend like that. Now, just fix that. I think that we can maybe close down on these roots a little bit, like that. Just do it till you feel like you like it. I feel like it needs something more up at the top as well. Like that. Yeah, that's it. I like it like that. Now, because it still moves around, I'm going to put the branches in place the way we like them. I think it looks good like this. We'll adjust them as we go. I like the way this looks. The thing I don't like is this. See this? When you put a hook on here and you hang it in a window, eventually this is going to happen. And your tree's going to look like you wasted your time. Because you did. If it starts getting all spacey and uneven and you worked hard, my trees are novelty. They're not supposed to look like a real tree. I like them to be pretty, but I also like them to stay the way I intended them to look. And that's how I want this tree to stay. So the next step that we're going to do, I have my 24 gauge wire. I thought I had it right there. I think it's over here. It's not. Okay, what did I do with it? This is because I was sorting through things. I have a tote full of junk. Alright. I must have put it where it belongs. It's 28 gauge. I put it. Oh, good. Okay, that's fine. I might have to use 28 gauge. I don't know where the 24 gauge wire went. This has not been my day for my project. I can use the 22, but it's too thick. No, it's not there. All that is a tote that I have a few things in wire and stuff. That was really odd. Wow. I can't find it. I thought I had it right here, and I don't. Unless it's right in front of my face and I don't see it. That very well could be. Okay. Plan B. This is not what I wanted to do. Just tell me where it is. So we're going to lace the tree with this 28 gauge wire. I mean, it'll do the job. I like to do the 24. I don't measure it. I just take a piece of wire and just go loosely around your project, like about so. I keep looking down because I know it has to be right here. I don't know where I don't know what I did with it. This is really too thin to work with, but it will work. Okay, so I'm going to take my wire, I'm going to bring it up and bring it over the hoop, bring it up, and then I'm going to cross it over this. Same way I ended it, we're going to do over here. Cross over it again, bring it up, and push it down. I'm going to cut this on the back. We only have 2 cuts. This is the first. And then take your tweezers, or if you don't have tweezers, you can use your pliers, use whatever you have, and just make sure that that wire is not going to stick you. That's the first thing. Now, a little tug, you always support your work. What we're going to do is backtrack. I want to go this way. Go under, come up, and now, because this wire is so thin, you can go a few in between, or just to each wire, I think. Let's see how long this is. No, we'll do it the way I always do it. Except for I see that wire. Sorry guys, I'm fussy with the wire. Okay. Go down. You're going to go over your hoop in between those 2 branches like this. Okay? And this is what lacing is. This is where I want my branch to be. I want it to stay there. I don't want it to slide. It won't be impossible for it to move, but it has at least something helping it to stay in the right place. So pass the wire now over this right here, the neck of where you cut your wire. Pass it on to that, and I'll hold on to that, bring it up, and you're going to go back down into your hoop from the bottom. Wire is so thin, my goodness. Okay, pass it down. We're gonna ignore the fact that this is not the wire I wanted. Now bring it up. Make sure you get the branch is where you want it to be, and bring it down. across right over the neck of that branch. Now, they can still move. You can still move them a little bit, but they're not going to be all over the place. I'm going to pass this down. I mean, I could go right over it. I just don't want to. I like to go one time. If it's a fuller tree, I'll go from one to the other, but where this one has spaces in between, I'd rather not. It takes a little bit more time, but it's okay. It's crazy worth it in the end. So the theme for this tree by the colors, there's no way of knowing. Except for Michelle knows. I'm pretty sure. I am so mean. We were talking about the big project that I did with the lights behind it. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to turn that into a moon. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with that stand. Oh, not that one. Actually, there was one before that, a baskety one. And I couldn't figure it out. And then I played with the idea of my regular crescent moon. If you haven't seen that, just take a look through my my videos. I think I may have even posted a short of it, just like spinning. It's quite pretty. I did a tutorial, and if you ever need to, I'm the queen of mistakes. So what could possibly go wrong does, and because I don't edit, you get to learn as I go. So sometimes I cut the wire too short, and then you have to fix it. And it's really great. You don't have to contact me and say, hey, how do I fix this? Just watch my video. I make mistakes all the time. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Let's hurry, hurry. The other thing I like about doing the wrapping, besides the fact that it holds it in place, because I don't I don't connect my branches and wrap it a million times in between a branch. It just has a very neat, tidy, it just looks in place. This one here, I'm going to just move over a little bit. And I'm going to go right over it because why not? Yeah, I may as well. And just support your work. Bring it down. I just do this automatically. Go to the next one, hold on to it, bring it up. When you do it that way, it gives you more control of the placement of your branches. Okay. Almost there. I hope you don't hear that. That's my stomach. My stomach's grumbling. I'm not hungry, it just does that. Okay, let's see. So I went ahead after I realized I lost over an hour of this tutorial, and I was just so frustrated I just didn't even know what to do. So I went ahead and got everything ready to finish it. What else can I do? You know, we're gonna finish it, and then the next tutorial, I'm gonna watch that time, and I'm gonna make sure when I shut it off that I am careful, because I don't know what I did. Anyway, I'm gonna bring this up, and we're gonna just clip that right off and get rid of it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, now this is how your tree looks. I actually think it came out quite pretty. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add an embellishment to the bottom, this rose quartz, and I have a jump ring. I'm going to go into the middle, so I'm not going to count them out. I really don't think I have to. I usually do, but this right here usually gives me grief, and it's going to give me grief. So I'm going to have to, see, look, it's already stuck. All right, come on now. I'm going to open this up just a little bit more. I don't like to do that, but I have to. And I think right about here is maybe the middle. Close enough. Okay. Once you get it in between your roots, I have this here little pendant, and I put a jump ring on because if I don't, it's going to hang with this line in the front, and I don't want that. So we're going to just put that on, and we're going to close this up. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so there's that. Now we could call that done, but we're not. I could add a couple of jump rings and make a chain up here to hang, but we're not going to do that either. Instead, I have a surprise. I was just going to say, wait a minute, I have everything. I know I have everything ready. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this jump ring. I'm going to open it up just a little bit more to get it over that, because I know I'm going to have to. And I think this is about, I need to figure out, I have to hold it up for a minute, guys. Yeah. I mean, the tree's not really in the middle of the hoop. It kind of goes to the side. I could slide it down a smidge, like that. It doesn't really matter. I like the tree the way it is. Let's see if I hold it up right there. I'm going to take this jump ring. I'm going to put it right here and see if it doesn't give me grief. Okay, it's going to give me grief. All right, so what are we going to do next? Well, I'm glad that you asked. I'm going to show you. I have this yellowish goldish bangle bracelet. I'm going to put that there. Okay, it's going to give me grief, and it really shouldn't. All right, I've got it there. Let me focus that for you. I got to just close this before it falls off. Sorry about the angle. I was going to use the silver one, but I said, nope, not today. Oops. Because this one's special. It's special, all right. There we go. Okay. So that's what we have so far. Next, we are going to put, where is it at? I need another jump ring to go right here through this. And next we will add this beautiful prism. I did go ahead and put an end cap and a clam closure and a hoop on it. I've done it on other videos if you need to see it. If not, say so, and I'll just do it again. Okay, so we have that. Now, if things work well, you know, I was going to add, but this is so big. I have this chain that I had made from I was going to use on one of my crescent moons. It is so pretty, but this is a big project, so I don't think, oh my god, am I going to use this one? I think I will use that. I don't know if that's long enough. Yeah, it's going to have to be long enough. Okay, so I have this. It's a little star. Is that facing the right way? It is not. Okay. I'll see if I can explain it to you. The paperclip chain, they go every other, one is straight and then one is just sideways. So I need to be able to put, if I put the hoop in here, I don't know if that'll, let me see. As much grief as I have gotten and aggravation of losing my project, it still has to give me grief. Alright, let's see if I can't even tell. Let me close this up. And then I have to hold it in front of me and then I'll lay it down in front of you. Just close that up. Because we have to see what this is going to do. I'll let you know in a minute. I feel like this needs to go over there. Okay, I have to move this. I'm going to break it, that's what I'm going to do. Alright. Now I'm going to straighten it out and then watch it not be in the right place again. Really? Not today. Okay. Let me just check one more time before I move it. Yes, definitely. Okay, we're going to do that again. I try not to have to bend this out of place. Sorry for the placement of my hands, but yeah. It'll just make it that much easier for me to close it if I don't stretch it all out. Okay, so now, I don't know if this is going to be a great idea. I don't know. But I've been in a stuck situation, not knowing what to do next. And this is what I came up with. You know, the whole thing with the eclipse and all that, I figured, why not, right? Let's make that a project. We can make that a thing. Oh, it's a thing, all right. Okay, I'll show it to you, show you what I don't like. Okay, we're going to take off this little star. It's either take that off or cut one of the links off. So the first thing we're going to do is take this little star off. That has to go. Okay. And then I'm going to add, okay, so this is a key ring. I bought a whole, I don't know, there was like a couple hundred of them. They were really, really cheap. The only thing I don't like is this, because of the twist. It just makes things not nice. It makes it so they don't hang right. So I'm going to take this little chain off. I hang on to it, I don't throw away anything. And I'm going to put a jumper ring on it. Do I already have it? I do. Alright, take it off. And now we're going to close this. I should have used both pliers, but I didn't. Okay, so the idea of this was, I think I might have to make a change. Okay. The whole idea was for because we have the eclipse and all that, I wanted this to hang above the tree. The only thing is it spins around. Let me hold it up myself and take a look at it. Okay, I like it, and then I don't like it. The reason why I have the jump ring here is there was no other way for me to connect this. All right, for example, the floral, let me grab it. I'll show you exactly what I mean. I had no way to keep this little angel in the center, so I ended up putting crystals up across the top of it. So I figured on this, just hang this one back up. I figured I'd put a jump ring. Problem is, it's all over the place. So what I think I'm going to do maybe is wire it. Just wrap a wire around it a few times just to keep it stable too. I don't want it to float around. I want the ball to float around, but I don't want the ring all over the place. Sorry about my voice, guys. Okay. I'm just going to cut a small piece of this wire. This is the 22. If I had my roll of 24 right here, I would use that. I don't know where it is. That's crazy. Everything's clean. I cleaned everything up. Okay. So we figured like this right here would be the middle. So what I'm going to do is take this hoop and I'm going to attach it okay, I'm going to move that piece out of the way. I'm going to take this one and bring it down and up and give it a tug like that. Now that's one. I'm going to get that out of the way. I'm going to do it again. It doesn't have to be like stiff as a board and tight as, it just needs to be secure. So I will do that one more time. And now I will attempt to bring it. Sorry, I'm trying really hard to keep this way you can see it. All right, you win. I'm going to bring it across, and I'm going to bring it the same way I did the ends. I'm going to bring it up. Like that. I'll do one more time. I should have just twisted it on. Yeah, I should have just twisted that on because that looks lousy. I'm just going to cut it. I don't like to do that, but I have no choice right now. I'll just push it down under. Alright, so now that I made a big mess, let's wrap this around a few more times and see what happens. I may end up just taking this whole thing off the top and calling this just a pretty tree and putting a chain on it, calling it a day. It just did not want to work out in my favor. What I'd like to do is cut this wire and slide it underneath those. We'll see if I can do that. Cut it a little bit longer. No, I can't even do that. Not today, guys. Today, things did not work out in my favor. But it's okay. It'll be fine. Okay, now it doesn't hang with the drum ring. Let's see how it looks. I have to hold it up so I can see it. Then I'll try and show you. Well, it's interesting. Very interesting. Let me see. I'm going to do it like this so you can see it. I'm going to take a video of it. So this is the top, the key ring, and then you have your moon, your full moon over your tree of life in a hoop. So there it is, guys. I'm going to video it hanging. And then I'm going to cry. No, I'm not going to cry. It's definitely been a thing. Tomorrow's another day. Anyway, next time we'll try something different. Bye, guys.